Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today, our Thanksgiving coverage continues with a good one here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on their in-state rivals, the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. They'll run. This is Jaden Blue. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They finally caught up to him there at the end of the play, but great inside handoff, and what a powerful run.
The first few yards seemed relatively easy. Then it got tougher, right? And that's where he showed that he was not going to go down easily. He was not going to be denied until he got everything he could out of that run.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the Texans are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them, and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Stroud. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Stroud looking to throw. He'll let this go deep for Collins. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Nico Collins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, 46, 46. Yeah! Then we're going to 46.
To throw is Prescott. Now he's going to step up and run. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. The Cowboys at 7-3 now on the year. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape prepared for this one, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance.
Oh, what a juke into space. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A big pickup of 38. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
They'll swing this out to Blue. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7.
The game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, they come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there, you don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14 to 7.
14. Texans 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
Texans first down. First and 10 at the 49.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Play action. Stroud now. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
And he's got his man on the out route. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in the background.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And his kick here is good. So that, Charles, a season long, and since he's a rookie, I guess we can go ahead and call that a career long as well.
I love how you put that together because, you know, so everyone at home was saying, okay, has to be career, right, since he's a rookie. Well done by you, but I definitely like what I've seen from him so far this year. Very distinguished college career. He's looking right at home here in the NFL.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll call him down at the 44.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, you know, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Hey, kill.
Here's Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys.
Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Well, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend. Oh, touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as his guys are able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Cowboys 21, Texans 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Here's Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
That's a big conversion there on third down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
This is 2nd and 8. As Stroud now to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here is 3rd down and 4.
Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing now is Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18. Let's go.
Stroud to throw it. Now he'll tuck this and run. Going to throw right side here, complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
The throwing again is Stroud. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try to pick up another first down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
36 yards on the play.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
2nd and 10. At that 18-yard line.
Stroud. And he will find his man on the outside. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
3rd down and 9.
Oh, hey. Swap. Another swap.
Operating from the gun. Stroud. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that'll get the lead down to 5. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
At their own 34-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. First down, and they go right back to Blue. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 60 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 45-yard line.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. So the completion gets him just a yard. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23.
And the Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run up the middle here with Blue. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Blue is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And the returner down to a knee. This will come out to the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Let's go.
Back to throw. Stroud got his man, Dell. good for a gain of 6. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Stroud sets up the play action.
That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done.
Yards on the play. That's another Texans first down. First and 10 at the 25.
And they'll go play action here with Stroud. They'll swing this out to Marks.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
That's another Texans first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Stroud off the play fake.
Texans.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. David Njoku. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Texans have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. Juke. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They go again with Blue. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That's good for a Cowboys first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Out of the gun, they run with Blue. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Able to hit his target lane.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big play that time on the catch and run. 33 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Yeah, here we go. Wide eight.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing a line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run. This is Boone. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign.
Extra point safely through. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Texans 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Caught left side. Here's Dell.
At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Finding Schultz. And he is out of bounds. 20 seconds to go as he does pick up a first down.
Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Stroud.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Here's 2nd down. Here's Stroud.
He's going to let it fly. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
Now Stroud. He'll try and do this himself.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
But this defense has been physical all game long, and it certainly looks like they're not going to back off and make things any easier. They want to keep making life miserable for the receivers all the way to the end.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down. 4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud.
One last shot at the end zone.
And this is going to be dropped. Oh, my gracious. There was no one in his area code, but he could not hang on to it. So it's a win here for the Cowboys, and it was Dak Prescott, their quarterback, who really led the charge.
Yeah, you had to like what you saw. He was on point the whole game. Wound up going over 300 yards with 3 touchdown passes. That will definitely get the job done.
So for Dallas, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Eagles will come to town. Meanwhile, for Houston, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.